y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games.
Remy's got to be up by now.
Episode 143. I think. I could be totally wrong about that.
You got it.
Oh, how you guys doing? It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. I'm sighing and taking my time so much because I'm pretty tired. This morning. I was just telling these guys we had rehearsal. We leave for the summer festivals tomorrow, and we rehearsed from 1 to 10 last night, and my throat feels like sandpaper has been taken to it.
Oh, that's awful.
And so, but I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you guys are here, to the Tims. I'm glad you guys are here, to anybody that's listening. And we keep it moving. I saw a tweet last week that was like, hey, since Hall is going on vacation, is he not going to be on the show? And I could hear Hall. He was like, ain't no vacation gonna stop him from doing the podcast, man.
Has it ever stopped any of us before?
Thank you.
I was in the back seat of my Volvo last week.
Exactly.
I was going to say, except for Tim's
Hurricane
fantastic
Sandy
voyage.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah, my voyage under the sea.
But we've done,
Under the sea.
I think Hall's done the show from other places. I've done the show from 2 different countries. Yep. I've done from Canada and Jamaica. And Router has obviously been a bunch of places.
Yep.
I think we worked up the ratio is his 17 vacations to me and Hall's 1 each vacations that we've had.
I like taking vacations.
Yes, you do. And since you like taking vacations, you go first. How are you? How have you been? What is going down?
Well, we got back from vacation last week.
Yeah, you did.
So as you guys know, Lauren and I took a little 2-day break and went down to Daresville, Georgia. Had a great time and got back and just been working and not a whole. Been kind of boring. I can't believe we are less than a week away from E3.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah, we are officially 6 days.
6 days from E3, and it's I'm getting very excited for the press conferences and just to see what's going on. Been playing the mess out of Witcher. It's just it's really good. Gabe, I think I understand part of the whole errand running thing where you're going back and forth and back and forth. It can get tedious. I think a lot depends on missions too.
Yeah.
Because like I'm looking for loot, I'm looking for upgrades, I'm looking for gear, and so I've been doing some more Witcher contracts, and it just depends on your level too. Like they give you that suggested level. I have some quests where like the suggested level is like 35. I'm like, well, why do I have this right now? There's absolutely no point.
Yeah.
I'm at level 11 right now,
nice.
And I'm like, well, why would they even bother giving you this stuff right now? It just doesn't seem to make sense. So that would be my only beef about it too. But it's a fantastic game. This really is my Skyrim. It's going to be my new Skyrim, and I will probably put a slew of more hours. I don't even know how many hours I've put into it so far, but it's fantastic.
Nice.
And
it's on sale too this week.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's got it for I think 42.
That is amazing. The turnaround.
Remember
how quickly a new game
goes on sale.
Yeah, it can be discounted. Let's see what else is going on. Piper's taking swimming lessons, which is pretty amazing.
Oh, she's back in swimming lessons?
Yep, because that girl is fearless in the water. She would just try to walk on water if she could. But it's good. I mean, she's starting to get her things together. And then we finally got together with the Patillos.
That's right.
Saw baby Remy on Sunday. It was amazing. I think how long we must have spent like 3 hours at the Cheesecake Factory.
We were there
just
for
talking.
a long time.
It was amazing.
They're
and
like,
the girls
so
got
do you
together.
guys live somewhere else, or
yeah, because I gotta go
here today? Yeah, exactly.
And the girls got to play together, which was great, and it was good to see everybody. And man, I think I'm gonna keep that one short. This is short. I mean, Hearthstone and Witcher, and I'm good.
I love it.
And I think I'm gonna take like a half day. I got to figure out when all the conferences start. Did they post their schedules yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think.
Because Microsoft's early, right?
Yeah, on Monday morning. I forget who's the Bethesda. I think is on next Sunday.
Oh, that's right. Bethesda does theirs Sunday, so Microsoft Monday morning, and then it's like Ubisoft,
and then
EA.
Sony's on Monday as well.
Yep.
And then somebody's on Tuesday. I just don't remember who it is.
Huh? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's like it's just fun. Like I'll probably work for a lot of the morning, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm not taking any calls. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to sit here and watch these press releases and be excited. Hopefully, I'll be excited.
Mm-hmm.
So that's me.
Nice. Also for
nice and easy. Yeah, it is.
Let me preface this by saying that you should probably listen to this show before you go to bed, because you'll go to bed.
Nice.
I'm gonna put you to bed.
All right, I welcome it. Let's go to sleep.
All right, good night.
That's hilarious. What's going on?
A little tired there, Hall, huh?
I'm very tired, but yeah. The day before vacation or day of vacation, like I'm heading out. Krista and I are heading out tonight to go to Knoxville to drop the puppies off, and then we're flying out of Knoxville to Clearwater, Florida.
Nice.
Gonna be nice.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
How many plane rides is that from Knoxville? Is it direct or is it you have to go
direct?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really short flight. So
me and you are heading in the opposite directions.
Nice.
We're running from each other. I'm headed to LA tomorrow, and you are headed to Florida.
Sounds like fun.
But I'll hold the fort down here, guys. Don't you worry about me.
Can you make sure Tennessee doesn't go anywhere, Rowdy?
Yeah, I got this.
Appreciate you.
Yep, no problem.
So anyway, over the weekend, we met up with Krista's brother. He's going to be moving out to Knoxville soon for college.
Nice.
And so we met up with him downtown at the Fleet Street pub. I've mentioned it a few times on the show. We like to meet down there. And there's a karaoke bar like up and to the right?
Back
up and to
into
the left.
The left.
I don't know.
Back into the left.
Because the pub's kind of underground.
Yes.
And the karaoke bar is like I said, like kind of just up there diagonally from it. And we can hear them every now and then. And we're like, man, like it's crazy up there. Like people are having a ball. So we walked in there this is the first time we've ever been in there. And it was hilarious.
Oh, please tell me you did karaoke.
No, I'm not that brave yet. But
what song would you do if you had to do karaoke? Somebody put a gun up to your head.
Question.
That's going to be the question of the week this week.
That's awesome. I like that. That's a great question, dude. Let's do that.
Okay, so I'll wait till the end. You don't have to answer it right now. We'll wait till the end.
Okay, I love that.
One week by Bare Naked Ladies. Maybe?
Oh my gosh, me and you both.
Lord,
awesome.
I could do that song for sure.
The crowd was really into it though, and the singers were really, really interesting. Nice. I would say bad, but no, they're good in their own way.
Right, exactly.
As we walked in, somebody was singing. What's that song called? I mean, it's "I Want It That Way" by Backstreet Boys. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me why
ain't nothing.
Oh, it was amazing. The part at the end, like throughout the whole song, it was hilarious. I was like, Krista, you got to take a clip of this or record this.
Yeah.
And right as she started recording, it was like the last part, like with the long drawn out.
You are.
Well, no, it was like he was literally like she started recording and he's like, "Tell me why."
Don't want to hear you.
It was
say.
so freaking funny. Yeah. And the crowd was totally into it. They were loving it.
That is so funny.
That's good when it's an encouraging crowd. Like they're not going to be like, "You suck," and boo you off the stage. They're like encouraging you despite how horrible you might be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. That's why I could probably do it and not feel embarrassed.
Exactly.
Man, you should have done it, and we should have had video by now. This should have been posted by now.
I can't do it because I take myself too serious because I don't know how to ride that line of like, you don't really have to sing. You're just up there for fun. But then I always feel like, I don't know, like people know that I sing for a living or something like that. They're like, you sing for a living? Like I don't want to be up there and give off that impression.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. Really?
Come on. You're going to sing Sade, right?
Exactly. Sweet as taboo.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
there you go.
It was pretty cool though, because like in between the people who were singing, like the guy who was, I guess, like kind of like playing master of ceremonies, he would like put on a song that he could sing really well, and he would sing it like as the other person was getting ready.
Oh, that's good.
He was pretty awesome too.
That's great.
Man, other than that, my nephew was in town this weekend. We took a nice long like bike trip, like me, Krista, my sister, and my nephew. Like we kind of took a nice little bike ride.
Nice.
But during the day, Krista and my sister went over to Porter Flea, which is like the twice a year Nashville like big artisan flea market type thing.
Oh, cool.
And my nephew was here while I was playing some PS Now stuff. And I was playing Enslaved, Odyssey of the West.
Yeah, sure.
That game has like sleeper hit written all over it. It's ridiculous.
Really?
Like we slept on that game. I mean, that game came out like 5 years ago. I mean, we all slept on that.
Is that Jordan Thompson gave us a copy of that like
I know.
way back in the day. We still
right.
have it.
I think I'm the one that has it.
Didn't Scott Clark give us a copy of that too?
It was either Scott or I thought Noah did.
The game's amazing. That's all I got to say. I'm about 2 hours in on my PS Now copy of it. And it plays pretty well for a streaming game. Like, I don't know if it's just that it's kind of like the right game mechanic for that. Because there's not really there's not much FPS element to it. It's more kind of a button masher.
Nice.
But the game is really great. I recommend that you guys check it out if you get a chance. I mean, we have, 2 copies of it at this point?
Exactly, yeah.
So, it's really worth checking out, though.
I gotta find my PS3 now.
Find it.
Yeah, I think one of my buddies has it right now.
I think if I were to boot into PS3 right now, like, the UI would probably just
freak you out, yeah.
Because it goes so slow.
Oh, there's nothing better than popping that on and then going to your game and boop, it's right there.
That's awesome.
And other than that, Hearthstone, still leveling up in Hearthstone. I think I'm level 49 at this point. I'm not sure.
That's insane.
I don't know. It's still fun.
It is, man.
It'll always be fun, I guess.
I think as long as you're getting beat, that's what keeps it fun. Like if you just won every match, then you'd be like, well, I'm done with this.
Oh, man. I had like a 5-game losing streak for a while. So you get like mad too. You're like, come on.
You're like, I know. You got to keep it going.
But it's actually good because then you go back and what I do is if I've lost 5 straight, I'm like, all right, clearly my card pack is not killing it right now. So I go back and just refine it more and more. And it's fun, man. Taking it way too seriously. Like the stupid mage just killed me and I needed 2/2 taunt and I didn't get him.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, right? Oh, trust me, I'd know if I was playing you because I'd be done in like 2 strokes.
Yeah.
2 turns.
There was a game yesterday, so I have like some of these strategies I have, like they'll be like cards that only cost 1.
Yep.
And, if you get the coin, you can kind of throw out, at least 2 or 3 things right at the beginning of the match. And I threw out like a 1 card, and then it got basically boosted by my coin, and then I threw out another card, and then it also boosted it.
Nice.
So it was like I had like 3 minions on the battlefield like after the first turn, and the guy was just like, I quit, you win. Like he conceded right away.
That could have been me. That could have been me then, because that's happened to me before. Like when you're on the second turn, he already had like 3 minions plus 3 attack. I'm like, oh, screw this! I ain't getting anywhere. I do that quite a bit too.
It's pretty discouraging when that happens.
Yeah, yeah. But if you're the person doing it, you're like,
right, exactly.
Best feeling in the world.
Did I throw this out and then I throw this out?
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then one more thing, still moving the needle on Borderlands, but I've reached a point where I don't know if it's my level or what, but I cannot pass this like boss, quote unquote boss.
That.
What?
Hate that.
Yeah, that's the first time I've encountered that.
Yeah, you just
on
keep
the
trying.
pre-sequel?
in a Borderlands game. Yeah, it's in the pre-sequel.
You have to go do some side missions.
I mean, I went and did a few, but it didn't seem to help me because now I'm like leveled like well into the point where I can actually do the mission, and it doesn't seem to help.
Oh man!
So I need to figure out a new strategy for this guy.
I hate that.
Yeah,
you'll find it. I did that. There was a boss, one of the Witcher quests or something like that I was having trouble with, and I just went around, did a few more side missions, leveled up, and came back and slaughtered him. It was great.
I know that's right.
Awesome.
Give me your head. Mm-hmm.
Best feeling.
I like it.
Well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad you had a good week, and you're still hitting Borderlands. You got to be close.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just been like kind of a casual experience at this point because it's kind of, you know, I paid for PS Now, so I want to play it as much as possible.
Sure. Absolutely.
Did you do the 3-month bundle, or did you just do like 1 month? No, I just did
the 1 month. It just kind of played the stuff that's there, but I think after this month, I think I'll be good. So
be done with it.
Yeah, I want to close the book on Enslaved before I quit my subscription. So
nice. I like it.
All right, Mr. Patillo, so you're out and about. You got the summer festival season starting.
Yeah, man.
Throat's jacked up.
Exactly. Sorry, West Coast. You're getting some crappy singing from Gabe these next 3 days.
Yes. And you're heading out to the West Coast.
Yeah, I'll be in Irvine, then I'll be in L.A. somewhere, and then I'll be in Concord, which is kind of in towards San Francisco and Oakland and all that. So it'll be a good time. I love going out to Cali. Got family out there, obviously, from out that way. And so this week, playing Witcher like a beast. Loving it. Playing. I feel like I still don't like. I guess I'm still at the beginning of the game, so I feel like there's still a lot that I don't get or a lot that I don't use. Like I don't barely use the alchemy stuff at all, or
I'll
be missing a flower, and I'm like, well, I don't know where to find that flower, and you know,
you can buy them from merchants too. Just don't forget.
Yes, I did see that. Been playing Gwent on there a lot.
When I started playing that game, like, what is this? And now I'm feeling a little bit better about it.
Yeah, I like it, and I didn't know that when you beat somebody, you got a card, and so now it's like even more reason to play it. I thought you just got your bet. You know,
it also depends on your faction too, because I think you start in the Northern Realm faction card pack, and then you have to. But dude, you can tell that this game hasn't even opened up yet.
Right,
like, not even close. We're like, I can understand why there's 200 hours of gameplay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
I mean, it is massive.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
Did you guys hear that the sales numbers were pretty big?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 4 million in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
wow,
crazy.
Good for CD Projekt Red. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And then like you guys said, saw the routers. That was a good time. And then I don't know if Tim, you know this, but you guys were talking about the dance class that you put Piper in.
Yes.
And Jenny put Amara in the same one, and so now they're going to be in the same dance class for the next
month and a half. And they look awesome together. We have a picture of it on Instagram.
Oh, nice. And so they were killing that. I'm trying to think what else was going on. I actually haven't played any Hearthstone this week.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Just been playing The Witcher anytime I got a second. My dad came in town.
Oh, sweet.
To meet the baby boy, and so he lives out in Vegas, so I don't get to see him a lot. So it was cool that he made the trip out to come see him. And I think that's it. Headed out to LA, and that's it.
Sweet.
So I'm boring. As usual.
It's a lazy summer boring months now. We're all like,
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing's going on. The baby's still alive. Remy's still here.
Hey, that's good.
And so
managed to keep him alive for another week. It's awesome.
Yes, we did.
He is awesome, dude. He really is.
We let the dog watch him the other day. We're like, hey, we'll be right back. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Father of the year right there.
Right. Pet of the year.
That's right.
Router.
I think I feel you.
I don't know if I can even do this transition, but we're going to try it.
Oh, please hit it.
I put the intro off like this too. I was like,
dead silence.
I don't know if I can do it. Well, let's do it.
Okay, that was officially your last gasp.
Oh,
yeah,
my
I think that was.
God.
I think you're on your
Coming back.
last.
What the heck is going on right now?
It's all good.
I did that one a little flat.
It's all good. Take a glass of water. Take a glass of water. Nice tall glass of water.
Yes.
Just get up to the mic, man. Let's do it.
Karaoke. It's karaoke style.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I feel like people aren't getting their money's worth.
All right, new releases this week. Hey, The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited is out for the PS4, Xbox One, PC.
All right.
Yep. And let's see, we have Terraria for the Vita, now finally out.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was available for Vita for a while, so they've released it.
Feels like that's slowly come out on everything.
Yeah, it's now on everything, I think. Didn't that start as mobile?
For the Jaguar, Terraria.
Yeah, and then the only other game of note, Arcade Archives Gradius for the PS4 is out. You can tell it's pre E3 because everybody's just like, I ain't releasing Squad this week.
Yeah,
Forget
exactly.
it.
Yeah, sure.
So, and let's see, VG charts moved up to April 3rd.
No, what we're going to start doing is just having updates on VG charts.
On VG
we're not going
charts,
to necessarily read what they put up.
And,
just
I
that
apologize.
they updated.
April 11th. That's the latest one. So they're just heading into tax season. So we're doing great. They're doing awesome. But
buddy,
yeah, there you have it.
nice. Hall, give us an.
That Fallout 4 game, they announced that after our episode last week.
Yes, can you talk me through it a little bit for somebody who hasn't played any Fallout to someone who loves Fallout? Let me point out the big deals to me.
I forgot that you hadn't played any of this.
Yeah, I don't know anything
At
about
all.
Fallout.
He
That
hasn't
is
played
so
it at all. Yep.
So give it to me.
Typically, I mean, the narrative is we did not, like the Cold War evolved into something, or not the Cold War. What was in the 50s? What was that? Just basically nuclear
Yeah,
scare.
it's just the nuclear scare.
Yeah, basically from after like post World War II, everybody's kind of afraid that people are going to use their nuclear weapons like crazy.
Okay.
So basically, it's an alternate universe where nuclear war did occur during the 50s. So
Right.
basically, in preparation, everybody kind of went underground or went into these vault areas to begin to live during, like, basically in the aftermath of a nuclear attack.
Right.
So if you were, I guess, wealthy enough, you could afford to go into these places and just basically continue your family in there.
Okay.
So that's kind of the premise. And typically with these Fallout games, they take place in the future.
Right.
So enough people or enough generations have passed to kind of remember the old ways and kind of know the
you
old
mean they play in the future of the alternate universe from the 50s?
Exactly.
So like what year would they take place? Like you're talking about like 2025 or like
Fallout. I'm trying to remember
1994?
when Fallout 3 took place.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, it took place in the 2000s though, for sure.
It has
okay.
a lot. It has a lot of 50s artwork and throwback, which is really cool.
Yeah, because it's basically
nothing's changed,
when
right?
that stuff stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything exploded and that was what was left.
Yep.
Okay.
Those are the relics that remain.
And have they all been like, do they all go together or is each game its own thing, like a Final
Each
Fantasy
game
or
is
something?
definitely its own thing. But it seems like they kind of start the narrative over.
All the same story though?
It seems like it. I don't know about 2. I've played 1 and 3, and both of those were like, you're exiting the vault and you're one of the first people to like do it from your location. So like people just know that it's kind of a different world out there, but they don't know how. Like they don't know what's changed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
in this one, it seems like they could be kind of going down the same path with that, but they have a much bigger world to play with this time.
It looked beautiful, man. Oh,
Yeah.
it looked so
Boston.
good.
So when you're watching it as somebody who's excited about Fallout, does it seem like the exact same narrative as it starts? Because it sounds like what I saw, the 50s and then it'd be like destruction and then the 50s and then destruction, then the 50s and then destruction, and then a guy leaving saying, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that, but
Except that there was the machine
works.
already put together. It seemed like the outfit, the they showed him not in the outfit, which
Yeah.
I only know the outfit from the cover. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so is the outfit something that was a big deal in the other games? And so is it a big deal that he's not in the outfit?
I don't think so, because really those games you make it your own.
Yeah.
So you can go out into the wasteland and basically just stay in your your outfit
Jumpsuit.
that you have the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
If
you don't need
wanted
to be in that machine-looking outfit.
With that machine, you're joining a faction. I think you join like a group of people, and you don't necessarily have to, but the suit does help because you get a ton of upgrades with it. If I can remember correctly,
it's very Skyrim like.
Yeah, like it's like you're joining a guild of some sort, and when you do that, you get that suit.
It seems like they're going to play that up a little more.
I think so.
You're talking about the Brotherhood of Steel suit.
Yes, the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah. I never explored that in Fallout 3. Like I talk to him every now and then and trade with him, but
no, I ended up joining them. I think you get.
Oh, really?
That's what's so weird. Isn't that the cover of the game is like that suit face? But Hall, you're saying you don't even have to get in that suit.
No, you don't even have to. In Fallout 3, you could have played that entire game without talking to those people.
Very true.
Yeah.
I think at some point you do end up talking to them anyway. It's because it's part of one of the main missions, but you don't have to.
Yeah, perhaps.
I think because what ended up happening is like they actually saved me from something, or they intervened on something, and then I was like, oh, cool, I'll join you guys and get a suit and do all that stuff.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been so long.
I know it's been a while. I think that's how it went, but yeah, you can basically run around and just start leveling up as much as you can and hit as many missions as you can within that level and just keep going.
I played the game as scavenger, basically like going from supermarket to supermarket, looking for stuff and tripping traps and getting stuck and all kinds of stuff. So I had a lot of fun with it just doing that.
Yep.
So Hall, was there anything that stuck, besides obviously it looking really nice, was there anything from the preview that stuck out to you and you're like, oh snap? Or was it just a regular preview?
Downtown environment. They didn't really have like active cities in Fallout 3. Like
it was more wasteland, wasn't it? It was just like there was a lot of open.
Yeah, it was
wasteland.
all wasteland. That took place in DC. So really, they can just do this in a different location every time they make a game. But the thing about 3 is the cities didn't feel like fully functional. There, you'd go into like kind of a makeshift city and there'd be maybe like 10 or 15 people walking around, but there wouldn't be like, lights and commerce and all this different stuff. Like this seems like they're going for a little bit more activity in each zone. So
yeah, like these are established communities that have got the things like the amenities that everybody needs.
Yeah, it needs to feel less contrived. Like going into a city in Fallout 3 felt like, oh, well, they put a city here for me because, of course.
Right, because then more missions open up and you can get more gear and all this other stuff.
Exactly. So I think in this game they're going to try to alleviate that issue or repair that issue and just say, like, you're going to go into these cities and it's going to feel like they've existed long before you were there.
Yep.
And they've been kind of doing their own thing and they don't need you or need to talk to you or anything. So.
Interesting.
I mean, Gabe, I don't think it was anything like mind-blowing. I think it was just nice to see that little character icon up there and then see the suit and then it was
I was just wondering which winks were in there, you know what I'm saying?
As
somebody didn't play it, I didn't know.
I don't think there was a ton of winks. Like I didn't get anything like, oh man, we're gonna be able to do this. Like we're not gonna see that yet. What we'll probably see that gameplay hopefully at E3, and that's what I'm looking forward to, is being able to see. All right, what can you do with this? Like what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. And I hope that they don't get rid of the VAT system.
Oh, there's no way. I saw it on the arm.
Oh, okay. The Pip-Boy. So, but we don't know if they've taken that functionality.
Oh, I hope not, man. That was great.
Yeah, I hope they don't either, guys.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's really fun. Like when you engage an enemy, if you want to just like, fight them like typical FPS style, you can. Or you can, what the VAT system does is it's like it pauses the game for a second and you can select an area of your enemy that you would like to try to attack, and it tells you the percentages.
Oh, is that the thing that slows down time? You
it's kind of like
XCOM.
XCOM. Like you have like 70%.
Yeah, it's almost like a little kind of turn-based thing.
I got you. Yeah, I've seen that in like reviews and stuff.
Yeah, it's like 70% chance of a headshot. I'll
Yeah.
take that. Boom. There you go. And sometimes it kills them, and then sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and that's the way I prefer to play, because sometimes you'll be in an area and you can't see very well, like around the corner, but you hear that something's there. So if you can kind of wiggle your way over there, you can go into VATS and you can say, oh, okay, so he's like, further down there.
Mhm.
Like it'll show you where they are and kind of zoom in on them.
Those
Nice.
crab guys were always a problem, and that's
Oh
where
my gosh.
that's where the VAT system worked well, because you could pinpoint, like they have a weakness underneath their shell,
Mm-hmm.
and if you pinpoint it right at the spot, you can just boom, explode them. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
Yeah,
and
it's
there
cool.
was the perk that you could like make people just like explode into pieces.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would always just aim for the head.
Of course, always aim for the head, man, because you see their head explode. It's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a great game. I think Gabe should probably play 3 first.
Yeah, 3 is.
Is it gonna
worth
hold up, though?
experiencing. It holds up very well.
Yeah, it'll hold up really
the
well.
first person shooter elements are like
A little janky.
a little bit, but other than that, it holds up.
It is.
Okay.
It's like a Mad Max Skyrim style kind of a thing. It's cool.
It's so freaking fun. I would say, Gabe, like play like 2 hours and you'll be hooked.
Fire up that PS3 and play 2 hours to see what you think.
Yeah, that's not
He's going to
happening.
come back and not like it. He's 0
So,
for 1.
guys,
he's 0 for 1 with us with Borderlands already. So it's like, yeah.
Hey, but I beat Borderlands. It's not like I didn't like
I
it
know.
enough to where I
I'm
didn't
proud
even
of
finish
you.
it. Yeah,
I'm glad you
exactly.
did.
So how many reviews do we have to get for you to play Fallout 3?
That's right.
That's what I'm wondering.
Exactly. So Hall touched on it a little bit earlier about the PlayStation Now, and it is official that you no longer need any kind of Sony product to play a Sony video game, because we talked about this months and months ago when they were talking about combining PS Now with Samsung smart TVs, and now it's available. Samsung
Wow.
is now hosting PS Now on their smart televisions, and I guess you would only need a DualShock 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and you can stream games from PS Now and get it cracking. And Paul, would you say for somebody who likes games but might not have the money to dive all the way in, that Now would be a good option if you don't own anything else? Because I feel like Now is expensive. PS Now is expensive to us because we game and we're actively buying video games, buying consoles, buying controllers, PS Plus. But let's say you don't have any of that and you just have a Samsung Smart TV. Would PS Now be more attractive then for someone, you think?
If you didn't play a whole lot last gen, because there's over 100 games on the subscription, but like many of them, that we've already played. So it's like, for us, it's like,
right.
It's a decent value for $20, but for somebody who hasn't played like hardly any of those, then yeah, it's worth the $20. And a little pro tip, DualShock 3, use the DualShock 3, because a lot of those...
Oh, yeah, because it's PS3 games.
Yeah, a lot of those first-person shooters, they want to shoot from the bumpers. And so if you want to do that, like L1 and R1, so if you want to play one of those old games, you don't want to be doing that on the PS4 controller. It sucks.
Huh. Interesting.
Because then you don't use the triggers to shoot.
Right.
And some games have where you can tweak the controls, but of all the FPSs I played, you couldn't do it.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
Huh. So there you have it. I love Samsung. I think they make incredible televisions anyway.
Agreed.
But I think that could be a cool thing for somebody who just kind of wants to stick their toe in.
A casual gamer, as it were.
Yeah, and I think if Sony were smart, they'd be throwing out free months with those televisions.
Yeah,
think,
that'd be nice.
And well, honestly, I think that they're gonna announce some revamped stuff with PS Now very soon.
Like next
obviously,
week?
like E3, yeah.
Really?
Like, I
You
think
so?
if they don't do it at E3, it'll be before the end of the year that they either announce some improvements or just like a shot in the arm for the subscription or something.
Just to
right?
make it more something that you have to have.
Yeah, because it sounds like GameFly is kind of getting the right idea. Like, I think their pack is going to be 16 games, and I don't know if they're going to rotate or whatnot, but it would be amazing if, Sony did like 16 games and they rotated them out like every month or every 2 months or something.
Yeah, sure.
So that'd be pretty awesome.
The one hurdle that I think they're going to have is just a little bit of confusion for a new gamer. It's like, wait, I need to get a controller with this, and what controller am I looking at? I mean, do they have they marketed it with bundles of, hey,
I don't think they've marketed it well at all.
I've definitely like seen the like on the box type stuff. So like you'll see a Sony TV box and it'll say something about it.
Right.
And I think even some of those come with DualShock 3s, I think.
See, if they did that, then that makes more sense.
If they did that, it makes way more sense.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, give them the controller. Don't make them get it.
Yeah, because
they aren't going to know what to get.
Because they're not going to know what to get. They're like, okay, what they're going to come back with like some alien weird controller and not even get the right one. But yeah, I think that's the key is bundling it all up.
Xbox controller.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's definitely what they'd get.
That's exactly what's going to happen. It's like, oh, I know Microsoft. Let's just get this. Yeah, I think that's something they need to work on, because I haven't really seen anything that's like, PlayStation now with your TV, controller included. I
haven't seen that yet either.
You put those bundles together, that's gonna excite the new gamer more.
I think it's just because they haven't figured out the pricing. $19.99 makes sense for somebody who didn't play a lot last gen or hardly at all, but for people like us who've played a lot last gen and are playing this gen, like $19.99 a month just doesn't make sense. $10 a month does.
Sure does.
But, yeah, I think so.
$20, not so much.
And I think it could also be overwhelming for a new gamer, because you have all these titles that you have no idea what those are.
Yeah, exactly.
They do a decent job of like giving you a little like primer, and they give you the trailers and all that stuff, but I'm not sure about the TV integration if they do that. So
another thing about doing a podcast and the news continually coming out, but us only getting to talk to you guys once a week, just kind of like how we brought up Fallout 4, the new Uncharted, I think, was released since last time we talked. Uncharted, what was it called? The Nathan Drake Collection?
Yes.
I believe so.
So coming to PS4, which is going to be obviously Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, which was kind of rumored and spoiled a couple months back. We also talked about it a couple months back about this showing up on like Amazon or something like that. And another remaster. But hey, it makes sense. To me, it makes sense when the next one's coming out. Like, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End is coming out, so why not remaster 1, 2, and 3 and bring it to PS4, bring it to people? Because, I mean, we have to realize, too, there's so many people that we talked about this a couple years ago. There's so many people that jump ship from Xbox to Sony this generation. So they wouldn't have played Uncharted. And so it makes sense to kind of bring this back around.
Yeah,
it makes plenty of sense, especially because the content, the direction, all that stuff's been taken care of, even the story. So really all you're talking about is just techie stuff. Get it running.
On a parallel level to that prediction I'm going to make right now at 6:13 in the morning, CD Projekt Red will release a Witcher 1 Witcher pack for PlayStation as well.
You think?
Because
I could see that happen.
With the success of Witcher 3, they're now tapping into a whole new market. So they are we will see a Witcher collection for both consoles and for both current new consoles, and it'll have Witcher 1 and 2 in it as well.
I think it makes sense. Witcher 2 only sold 1.7 million total.
Yeah, but that was for PC and Xbox, right?
It was just PC and Xbox, but still, Witcher 3 is PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So there's only one more platform involved, and they've already just crushed the last one.
Yeah, and I have a feeling they're going to look at the numbers and they're going to see a lot of people are playing it on PlayStation. So they're going to be like, we need to go back and redo these and open. It's going to be like Mass Effect all over again. So that's my prediction, and it will probably happen in about a year or a year and a half.
I could see that.
Interesting. I
could see them maybe releasing a collection with 1, 2, and 3 when they announce 4 or something.
Well, the 3 is supposed to be it. This is supposed to be final.
Well, yeah, but they always put them in collections. Like,
well, that's true.
Like once they announce 4, 3 will be $20. So
Yeah.
I could see them making a bundle that's $60 that has 1, 2, and 3.
And you know what? I'll probably buy it.
So that would be awesome. Do you guys think that you would go back and play the Uncharted's?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or do you think it's more of an introduction piece for people that haven't played them?
I think you're right there.
Yeah.
I think you're on the money there. I think it is definitely more of an. It's a hey, remember us? We knew we were supposed to put a game out this year, but we're gonna have to push it back. So in the meantime, we're gonna give you this.
Yeah, it really is because so Uncharted Drake's Fortune 07, Among Thieves 09, Drake's Deception 2011. So it's like 2 years, and then Thief's End 2016. And so I think it definitely is something that'll. Do you itch a scratch or scratch an itch?
You scratch an itch.
Okay, it'll be something that scratches an itch.
It's a scratch.
Awesome.
It's a scratch would be interesting.
Itch a scratch. Be like, gosh, I gotta itch this scratch. Give us something else, Hall.
Oh, let's see. iOS 9 was announced this week.
Yes.
So Apple had their worldwide developers conference.
Yeah, our boy Matt Macbeth was there.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He was like, when are you coming out to California? And I was like, next weekend. He was like, oh, you're gonna miss the. What is it? WWDC? What is it?
Yep. WWDC.
Yeah.
WWDC.
What would Don Cheadle do? Just kidding.
What would Don Cheadle do? Title
but sadly,
of
it'd be,
episode.
What would Don Cheadle?
That's it.
Yeah. It's, the do is just, once it get down to 2-letter words, you just leave them out.
Yeah, what would he Cheadle?
What would he Cheadle? That's good, man.
Cheadle
like that.
does sound like a verb.
Yep, it does.
Yeah, it really would.
Like, I'm going to Cheadle up this cheese. Go put the burger down.
Man, I'm so tired. I was cheatling last night.
Yeah, exactly. I was cheatling till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's a new mobile game. It's perfect.
I love it.
What did they? I didn't get to watch anything. Was there anything exciting coming for iOS 9?
They announced some like framework features. Gameplay Kit is an AI feature.
Mm-hmm.
Model IO is a 3D modeling feature, what is it? Oh yeah, so like light 3D models, so perhaps like environmental stuff.
Gotcha.
And Replay Kit is a record and share feature.
Oh,
so you can like record your mobile gaming and stuff
from your screen. Yeah, I've Jimmy rigged something where I could record my screen, and because I was gonna do a let's play of something from the iPad, and I forget what it was, but it's like so much trouble I didn't even feel like dealing with it. So I was like, oh, never mind. So this will be fun. Speaking of iOS, Hitman Sniper finally came out. I put it on Twitter. This game, I'm a little frustrated because this game was at E3 last year, right?
Yeah.
And so I played it last year on the iPad. It was really fun. You only get to play the little demo. And I'm talking to the guy. I was like, dang, so when's this coming out? He's like, it's coming in the fall. And I was like, great. He was like, maybe the winter. I was like, okay, So I'm looking for it all the time. I was like, how much is it going to be? He's like, it's going to be free to play. I was like, sweet. And then it comes out and it's $5.
Oh.
And I think it's one level with just different scenarios. And so it feels like, and I could be wrong about that, but that feels really expensive.
Yeah.
I know Hitman Go is $5 too. And every now and then they'll put it on 99 cents, but Hitman Go is so good. And so maybe Hitman Sniper is as good, but Hitman Go is like, to me, for what it is, I don't like using this word a lot, but like, to me, it's brilliantly done.
Nice.
Hitman Go. So when it goes on sale for 99 cents, I always put it up on Twitter or sometimes do. And I recommend that game for anybody who likes to just sit down. It's a puzzler. It's a board game style Hitman game, and it's really, really good. Anyway.
Cool. I like that.
Coming down off my soapbox, Square Enix, I wish you would have made it free. Even though I know that's not, Square Enix doesn't know anything about free iOS games.
No.
They're like $17. You're like, what?
For one level.
Exactly.
Yeah, they come up with such funny prices. $18.99.
Yeah.
Why not just make it $19.99? Come on.
Yeah. $18.37.
Right.
Give us something else, Hall.
The Mega Man Collection's been announced. It's
Yes,
called
I
the
saw
Mega
that.
Man Legacy Collection.
Yeah, what does that include?
Mega Man 1 through 6.
Wow.
Holy crap.
The Legacy collection.
And apparently it's not like older ports of this kind where they just basically put an emulator on your screen.
No, it's just like redone.
Yeah, they said they're going to try to retool this stuff because basically it needs to be archived for future generations, is what they say. So kind of like a Criterion collection type thing.
Very cool.
And I can get on board with this as long as they can make it, feel like it felt on the NES. So,
another this is not that old, obviously, but another older game that's coming. PS4 and PlayStation Vita are getting Super Meat Boy later this year, which was I think Xbox and PC only game for
that's an old game,
a long time. It's old. But when it comes out, it's going to launch free on PS Plus. So that's kind of nice. So it's not like you get this 6-year-old game. I don't know how old it is actually, but
it's about 6, I think.
Yeah. And then have to pay for it right away. So
it's
if you have
incredibly
PS Plus,
frustrating.
Is it fun though? It was like one of the bigger indie games. I feel like it was one of those first indie games that people were like,
"Oh yeah, it was big.
Oh snap!" You know what I mean?
It was huge. Yeah. But it's one of those games where like you'll find yourself like trying a level like I don't know, like 10 or 20 times, and then you'll be like to the point where you've tried it so many times that you're just getting worse.
Right.
Like it's one of those kinds of games.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate when that happens.
That is the
I
worst.
can't do that.
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. What am I doing with my life? I give up on life.
Yeah, you really start to question your life. And then you'd say, what would Don Cheadle do?
Exactly. What would Don Cheadle do? Golly. I always think about that. And then another game, I mean...
Whenever you start with that, you're like, oh, this can't be good.
Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, I feel like we say this every year, like all 3 years that we've done E3 as a podcast, I feel like we've talked about this.
The Division.
No, it's worse than that.
Oh.
Rumored again that Sony this year will be showing us The Last Guardian.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
Never going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
Never going to happen.
I hesitate to even bring it up because I feel like they've cried wolf and now I'm the idiot for saying that it's going to be shown. But last time we saw this game was 2009, 6 years ago. Went into development in 2007. And
I hope it just shows up as like an iOS endless runner or something.
for $17.99.
Exactly. Guys, we made the game.
Yep.
We finished it.
From the team that brought you Ico and Shadow of the Colossus comes The Last Guardian.
Free to play.
Temple Run.
I mean, they've got to have some kind of apology pricing. That's what they need to call it, apology pricing.
FREE at this point. That's what that pricing needs to be.
So I never got wrapped up in. I think it's because I played them late, but I never got wrapped up into Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. I hear that they're awesome games. I tried Ico during a book club.
Yeah, wasn't it free for a while?
Yeah, it was free on PS Plus, and I could not stay awake while playing that game. And so we'll see. Last Guardian. Don't make me look like an idiot again this year. Gosh. Come on.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Exactly.
And let's just put that up with the Division, too.
Right. I mean, yeah, but this one is like, The Last Guardian has like become like of epic proportion, something that people look forward to. Every time like the .com gets rebought, people are like, oh, The Last Guardian's coming. And you're like, why are you even so excited? Why?
They're just buying it just in case. Like, it's only like $10 a year anyway.
Yep.
Exactly.
They're like, just in case.
Right. Shoot. Just in case we decide to do something. Hall, you got anything else?
Amazon Game Studios. There's some rumblings over there.
Oh, what kind of rumblings?
Well, I mean, the fact that they've like hired a lot of developers who've worked on some AAA titles. Yeah. And they posted a job listing for an ambitious new game, a new PC game. So, and it kind of makes sense for them to do this kind of stuff. They've got Twitch and they've got the most powerful cloud in the world.
Seriously.
It kind of makes sense for them to try something like this. So,
they got strong clouds over there.
Yep. They're raining all over the place. Money everywhere.
Exactly.
Making it rain.
They definitely can make it rain.
I mean, it's kind of a rumor right now. You know, they have been in this space for a little while with some mobile games. Apparently, they've made some mobile games exclusive for the Fire, which I don't have one, so I can't speak on those.
Yeah, you don't care about that.
No.
I don't think you're missing anything.
That makes you wonder, though, if they're getting into AAA development. So we'll see.
They have the money for it.
Yes,
they
do.
definitely have the money and the
What
resources.
makes something AAA and not AAA? That's the question. Wouldn't it
I
automatically be? Is it the company or is it the price?
think it's the budget.
It's a budget, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like you would think like indie would still be indie even if it was expensive. Or is indie only indie if it's cheap?
I don't know. It's one of
I
those
think indie's
weird
indie
things.
if no bigwig is distributing it and it's it's just kind of under the radar and they're throwing it out there. That's it. To me, that's more indie than anything else.
It's like how the artists on like the smaller record labels get called indies, even though they're not indie.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So one's selling CDs from their trunk.
Yeah.
They're selling games out their trunk.
Or even then, you got an artist who only gets sold in like their hometown, but then you've got the larger artist who gets sold all over the world. So
Right.
And they could be signed to the same record label. That's what's funny.
Yeah,
that's true. But is that even relevant anymore? I mean, people don't go to their local, not exist anymore CD store. I was going to say like Tower Records or Sam Goody or whatnot, but those don't exist.
Nope.
So sad.
I used to work at Sam Goody.
You did?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. I think I stole something from Sam Goody once.
I probably was the one that caught you.
Exactly.
Did you stick your unofficial mixtape in there? Like you're like, oh man, I made this demo.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's this guy in dreads?
Hey man, can you play this over your speakers in the Assassin's Creed got its first poster for the movie. And I didn't write down what day it said it was coming out. 12/21/16.
Oh Lord! Why?
I know what Tim's going to be doing that day.
Why bother?
They went with the eagle on the cover, which I thought was interesting.
Okay.
Instead of, I would have liked personally like the back of the hood maybe or something like that.
I don't think they've figured out all the costuming yet for it.
Yeah, but the hood's going to be in there. And the hood's been in all the games. And so
if the hood is not in there, I'm not even bothering.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's not even worth it. If they don't have all the essential Assassin's Creed stuff, it's just like, what's the point?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yep.
So
that's funny.
Anyway, so that's coming. That's something to look forward to a year and a half from now.
And to add to your point, they are working on the 8th novel in the Assassin's Creed universe.
What?
Eighth novel?
Who's
If the
writing
question
those?
is, are you still working on that novel? The answer is yes.
Yes.
That's funny.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
I look forward to reading it.
Yeah. Anything else, Hall?
And that's it. I'm not even going to give that novel story any more time.
Yeah, I got you.
Please don't.
Yeah. Well, every week we ask you guys a question. Oh man, should I talk about this other thing real quick? No, I'm not going to.
Go for it.
It's a small thing. Okay. The Xbox One controller is getting a dongle for PC so that it can work with the Windows 10.
Okay.
And this doesn't make any sense to me because I can already use my DualShock 4. So here's the problem. So they're bringing out a dongle for the PC, right? So that your Xbox One controller works seamlessly with your PC. However, it's only going to work with Windows 10. So if you have 7, 8, it's not going to work.
Okay.
And so it already
They
works.
really want everybody to be on 10.
I'm saying it already works, I think, with the wire. You know what I'm saying? Like plugging the wire in. And so I don't know if being wireless is worth going to a Windows that will probably not work for the first year and a half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it just
Yeah.
made me like a little like, I don't understand why do it with Windows 10 only. And I know that they're going to start streaming from the Xbox to the PC. We all get that. But I just thought this was weird considering I'm already wireless with my DualShock 4 to my PC.
And the DualShock 4 works fine, right?
Yeah, it's Bluetooth.
There's a workaround, but it's still, I mean, it's a really, really small workaround, but there is a workaround of that input mapper thing that I talked about last week. So and you're saying, so the Xbox One controller isn't Bluetooth?
I'm pretty sure it's some proprietary thing that they've got. I'm not sure. It could still be Bluetooth, but there's something proprietary to them in there.
Well, I mean, think about it. We have a dongle for the Pulse Elites, and they still run through Bluetooth, don't they?
No. It's 2.4 gigahertz. Never mind. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting and slightly annoying.
Yeah.
That they couldn't, work that out some other way, or I don't know. Something about it only being Windows 10.
You're already feet from your computer. Why would you need it to be wireless? So
yeah, kind of thing.
How far out do they want you to go? Walk outside and start playing?
I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense for the people that hook up their PCs to their TV.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which most people do, right? Maybe.
No.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
Oh, who knows?
Okay. Every week we ask you guys a question. Last week was no different. We asked you guys what your favorite retro game was and what you considered retro. Starting on the forums, Koch1212. I classify anything older than 2 gens ago as retro. My favorite would probably have to be Earthbound on SNES. I've played through that game so many freaking times. Seth is the GOAT. Whenever I think of favorite games of yore, I always go back to Sunset Riders. Woo-hoo-hoo! I loved Sunset Riders. Oh my gosh. That was a good game. That was a good game. Like if I saw Sunset Riders sitting at like an arcade machine somewhere, I would definitely play it.
Oh goodness. That game was like a bargain bin title there for a while.
Oh, that game is so good. I have it on my arcade here at home.
Yes.
Love the setting and still like picking it up occasionally. If you're going with retro-inspired games, I fell in love with Shovel Knight on the Vita. Okay, here, Nick Cooper, he breaks it down, and this made sense. I didn't go to college and barely finished high school, so what he's about to say makes a lot of sense. He said, favorite retro game, quote-unquote, is Super Metroid. Has it all. Great music, story, gameplay, boss fights, female protagonist. My favorite retro game is Metroid Prime. Get it? He goes, the definition of retro equals imitative of a style, fashion, or design from the recent past.
Nice.
By this definition, we use the term retro incorrectly all the time. It's used to describe something now that imitates something in the past. Shovel Knight is a retro 80s game. Definition rant over. We should probably be using the term classic games instead, and for that, I'd go back 15 years or more.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you, Nick Cooper. I'm sorry I'm an idiot and didn't know that. Going over to Twitter, I'm going to say Cody at Merlin1978 said, XCOM is always good and you can't beat a bit of Dungeon Keeper. Monkey Island is always fun to play through as well. Victor Herrera at the Vic82. Not sure if they're considered retro, but Super Mario World and Super Mario Kart are it for me. Man, Super Mario World. I mean, Paul, me and you can agree that's one of the best games of all time, right?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Man, that game was
such a good game.
Jeez Louise. Mike Lopez at Taco Douglas. He's from the Super Best Friends video game sleepover podcast. He was who I was filling in for, really. Me and Ashley. Mike wasn't there that week. He says, Shovel Knight for retro style. See? Mike Lopez knew. Shovel Knight for retro style. If we're talking actual old games, Chrono Trigger.
Nice.
And a lot of people said Chrono Trigger. Did I miss the boat on that one, Hall? Did you play Chrono Trigger?
I didn't get to it.
I didn't play it either. So. A lot of people said that one. And then over on Facebook, Joseph Grimm, he said, I really want to say Super Mario Brothers, a game that to this day, that defines Nintendo. Gabe, gracious, what the heck? Let me give Joseph Grimm another try.
I defy you, Nintendo.
I defy Nintendo. I really want to say Super Mario Brothers, a game that, golly, a game to this day that defines Nintendo. But I have to say Contra for NES. I remember playing and beating it every day after school for, I think, a month or so.
That game is so satisfying when you get good at it.
Yes, Contra, for sure. Thank you guys so much for answering our question. You guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast, YouTube.com/married to the games, Shenmue Saturdays we got going on over there, previews we got going on over there, random videos we got going on over there. So I'm going to try to get a Shenmue Saturday going this week, but it's going to be a little iffy on your boy with all the traveling, but going to try to make it happen. Come check out marriedtothegames.com. Check out the forum. It's a good time. Paul?
Rate us on iTunes because that is what Don Cheadle would do.
Yes, he would.
That is exactly what Don Cheadle would do. Amen.
I think he would if I asked him. Maybe hopefully if I'm in LA. Oh my gosh. What if I go to LA and just run across him for whatever reason?
You
would
will.
be fate.
We've been talking about him enough.
I don't know why this is going to sound bad, but I think he might be a jerk in real life.
Oh, good.
I don't want him to be, but I think he might be. So I'd be scared to say something, but now that we've done this, I'd have to say something, right?
There's no way you couldn't.
Yeah,
we would have to force you to be like, look, go up
get
to
a
him
picture
and
and just get a video of him saying, hey, rate Married to the Games on iTunes, because that's what I would do.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That'd be the most incredible thing ever.
That would be the most incredible thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's completely random.
Let's get into some questions.
All right, let's hit this off. We got email, and man, we have not heard from our man Coach Mahoney in a while. And it is
what up,
good
Coach?
to hear from Coach. Here we go. Hey there, folks. So I'm moving to San Antonio. Goodbye, Disney World, and hello, Riverwalk. With this huge change for me and my family moving to teach and coach in a new place, I was wondering, what's the craziest change you guys ever had? Thanks for all you do and be blessed. Thanks, Coach. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Craziest change you guys ever had? Oh, man.
I think it's got to be moving out of my mom's house, probably. Like, they always say you don't know what you got till it's gone. And that's definitely true when you move out of your parents' house, I feel like. Because, I mean, I knew that.
Yeah, you were on your own.
Yeah, I knew that food didn't just magically appear in the refrigerator. Like, I knew that she bought food and put it in the fridge. But, man, that's a interesting, like, them dishes could have, like, walked on their own after a bit.
I bet.
I was living in a basement apartment, no windows.
Oh,
and with two buddies of mine, and yowzers.
Where were you at the time when you moved out of your mom's place?
Downtown Nashville.
Oh, good
I was
Lord!
living
Okay,
off of West End.
you're all on West End. Wow.
Yeah, and my mom moved to Mobile, Alabama for work, and I felt like I was supposed to stay in Nashville.
Yep.
And I had no job, and I was 19, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And so I remember, I think I was walking from I think my roommate just bought some cigarettes at the gas station, and we were walking downtown away from the gas station, and my phone rings. This is 6 months into living on my own and kind of just doing odd and end jobs to eat. And my phone rings, and it was Toby.
Wow, man.
And he was like, do you want to, he said, hey, I have a show. Do you want to come help me with the show? And I was like, when is it? He's like, in 2 weeks. I was like, where is it? He's like, Jamaica. I was like, let me pray about it. Yeah, no, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm good.
And that was coming up on 13 and a half years ago.
Wow, man.
So yeah, that was my biggest change.
Good
Because all that kind of
story.
happened at one time. Thanks, buddy.
Good story, man. That's awesome. Man, craziest change for me was just, I guess, becoming a father. It's just, I know that sounds weird,
Yeah.
but a lot of people say like a baby changes your life, and Lauren and I always look at it as it doesn't. It yes, there is change, but it enhances your life. Like, because you forget, like Lauren and I, we've been married. It'll be in October. It'll be 17 years. The first 13 years, it was just the two of us.
That's right.
We made a conscious decision not to have kids right off the bat because we wanted to enjoy each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has gone a long way, and we're seeing the fruits of that now because we're just kind of in sync with everything. And it is a change because now you have something else that you love. Yep. And there's something else that you take care of. And, I think that's my happiest change. Let's put it that way. It's not necessarily the craziest. It's my happiest change.
About you, Hall?
I'd probably say moving to Nashville.
Go?
Yeah.
Just because we did it, I don't know, 6 years ago. And it was kind of crazy and kind of risky, but there's no reward without risk. So,
Amen. Mm-hmm. Amen to that.
I like it.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Nice, Hall.
Very cool. Coach, thank you for that. It was good to hear from you. Braylon Jones, blast from the past. What is the wildest video game myth you've ever heard, both true and false? One that I thought was wild but true was Yoshi being on the roof of the castle in Mario 64. The wild false one was Sonic and Tails doing a complete dance routine if you let them sit there long enough on Sonic 2.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Really funny.
Hey, you guys take it away from here because you have more video game experience than I do.
Well, you guys know what I'm going to say. Obviously, it was Aerith coming back to life on Final Fantasy VII. Here's the problem. The rumor is, hey, if you go back to Midgar, you can go back to the church where she was planting flowers and she'll be there and she can join back up with you. It wasn't true. However, when you did go back, she was there for like 2 frames. And so you did see her. And so it gave legs to the rumor that she was alive because right when you walked in the building, she would flash there for a second and then be gone.
Oh, cool.
So that was one that was not true, obviously.
I like when games do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. It seemed like a glitch, like it wasn't on purpose, but it definitely was. Yeah. It definitely was like a, So is she still in the, back then you didn't know anything. You're like, she's still in the software of the game. You can find her somewhere. It's like, that's not how it works, buddy. I think the let's see, rumor that was true.
Heard both true and false. Yeah. If you have a true one and a false one.
I'd have to think about the true one. Hall, you got a false one?
I mean, I guess it's just got to be the Eris thing. Because, I mean, that was like big for everybody. Because I know it's like kind of hard to understand, Router, but like basically like that was probably the first time that many people experienced something that heavy in games.
Yeah,
so
it was a big deal.
That was kind of, that's kind of why it was such a big deal.
Well, and it was a big deal because I think that was the first game, and Router is not going to get this, but Final Fantasy VII broke all kind of records. So it felt like the first game that everyone was playing. That was that deep.
Other than Mario Brothers.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. That was that deep. Like it was an RPG, a JRPG that everyone was playing. So, I feel like you're hard pressed to find a RPG person now. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of games you play? Like, oh, Madden, Call of Duty. You're like, oh, okay. Like, you're not gonna,
But they do have RPG elements in them.
Yeah, but you don't often find, somebody say Persona.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gosh, I can't think of a true one. Oh, yeah. I know one. Samus in the bathing suit. At the end of Metroid. Like that was like funny. Everybody was like, hey, if you hit, what was it, select or something?
I don't remember.
At the end of when you beat the first Metroid, Samus, that's when you found out she was a girl because she'll be in a bikini. And you were like, no. And then you beat it and you could type in whatever you had to hit on the Nintendo and, she'd be in a bikini.
Wow.
Waving instead of her in her outfit waving. So that's got to be the craziest true rumor that do you remember that, Hall?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yep. All those NES games, everybody traded their codes and stuff. The blood code for Mortal Kombat.
Yes, sir. Instead of that gray dust that would come out of your face.
That's a legendary code.
Yep. It was funny because my dad bought me that game specifically because there wasn't blood in it.
Yeah, joke's on you,
And
Dad.
then I was like, watch this. Up, up, down, down, left, right. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the code was, but
Nah, that you get 30 lives if you do that one.
exactly.
Nobody
Nice.
ever beat you.
Are those days gone? Gone are the days of like a secret code?
Yeah.
Where
Yes,
you
the
can
internet's
unlock
ruined.
something?
Achievements.
The internet's ruined it.
Okay.
Well, the internet and achievements. I mean,
It would still be cool to have something. I mean, yeah, like
There's
you're
still
right. The
Easter eggs, but they're just,
yeah, of course.
I think that's what they're called now is Easter eggs.
Yeah, I think you're
But
right.
the internet's just ruined, us talking to each other about it, and
Right,
it
right.
gaining that kind of popularity because rumors are shot down so quickly now. Rumors are over once you get to Google.
Yeah,
I
it's true.
always say to
Yeah.
people like, we don't have to wonder anything ever anymore because in our pocket, we have Google and can find out the truth.
yep. We have access to all of the world's information in our pockets, and we use it to watch videos of cats.
exactly.
right.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's move on to Facebook. Braylon, thanks for that. That was great. Nice throwback.
Yeah, send us down a lane there.
Stephen Kwame. Hey guys, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Kidding. Just wondering, am I the only one that likes to sing in the shower? I don't know why, but I can't resist belting out a couple tunes in the shower. You guys are the best. Love the show.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
the
I
reverb.
like
It
this.
makes you sound great.
This makes you sound amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen some Frank Sinatra in the shower every once in a while, and I'm like, dude, I think I'm channeling Frank right now. I sound pretty good.
What song do you sing of Frank's?
That's a really good question. The Summer Wind every once in a while, and what was the other one?
I'll definitely bust out some "Fly Me to the Moon." Like,
Yes, Fly Me
anytime.
to the yeah.
fly me to the moon, let me play.
Oh, you do the fast
stars.
version? I'll do the
No,
the slower
I was
version.
just doing it quickly to
right.
say what it is.
So that-
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'll throw in a little JT every once in a while.
I'm totally sneaking into your house while you're in the shower.
Oh, dude, you
just
have
to hear
to.
that.
Yep.
And
What was I
another one that could take us about my love.
I'm even doing the dance in the
My
shower.
love. Yeah.
That's
That's
so
hilarious.
awesome.
Hall, do you sing in the shower?
What do you think my answer is?
Of course not.
There you go.
I know, but I want it to be yes so bad.
Oh my god! And you know what it needs to be? And we begin to rock. Steady. Steady.
Hall's like, if you know anything about me by now, I don't take showers. I take baths.
He takes baths with a Ziploc bag and an iPad.
Exactly. I have something I have to give you, by the way, that pertains to
Oh,
your
sweet.
Ziploc bag.
Bath salts.
Please tell me it's framed.
No, I'll just tell you what it is because it's funny. Uncle Bread fan sent somebody has made created a bag for your iPad for baths and showers and rain. And he was like, and he sent it to my house and he was like, you got to give this to Hall. This is for Hall.
Oh
And so,
my god!
Hall,
Thank you
I
so
have
much.
I have your bag 2.0 for your bath.
That is
So
Hearthstone,
brilliant.
Hearthstone times. Yeah.
It is kind of weird that people would use it in the shower.
Well, I think it's
what are you
more for,
doing
like-
when you're standing up?
Well, I think it's more for the rain, like for people that
Yeah.
work outside, maybe in the
Oh,
rain
okay, I
and stuff
get
like
it.
that.
I get
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
It's a just in case measure. Like I
That's
know
right.
that the Ziploc bag is really not going to protect it, but it's a just
Exactly.
in case thing.
This will protect it.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, and I'll use it when I'm walking through the rain to the office or something.
Exactly. When
Right.
you're singing in the rain. Nice.
That's awesome.
If anybody actually walked with their iPad, that's sad.
That's an issue.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen some kids do it, like
Yeah.
right into a pole.
Nice.
And I'm like, that's what you freaking get. Look up and interact with your family.
That's
When
right.
are we going to get to the point where everybody kind of goes retro and doesn't use devices anymore?
Never happened.
I don't know.
I think it'll happen. I think there's always usually a backlash.
It'll
of
come back
something
around.
That, yeah.
Unless like some satellites get blown up or something happens, it's not going to happen. People are always going to be on that.
Yeah, it's so depressing that everybody's so like glued to their devices.
Yeah, we're disconnectedly connected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Good question, Stephen. Thanks for that. Scotty Clark. Have you guys played Fibbage yet? If not, I highly recommend it. It's the best party game I've discovered in years. I had a house full of teachers over last week. Everyone that played was having a great time.
Oh, they were all probably really good, too.
Yeah, probably. The best part is the simplicity, and each player plays with their own cell phone to type in answers to a trivia question.
Nice.
All answers, including the correct one, are shown on your TV, and everyone has to choose the right one from the wrong ones.
Oh, my gosh.
It's ridiculously fun and requires no video game skills. Can't recommend it enough. I have it on Xbox One. It's in a collection called the Jackbox Collection with 4 other games, including You Don't Know Jack. Don't even hesitate. Trust me.
You Don't Know Jack, those games are great.
Those games are great.
Yes. Did they release
awesome.
the Jackbox Collection for PS4?
I don't know.
That does sound awesome, though. I want to buy that.
That sounds awesome.
That's like great party games right there. That sounds really cool.
So can you only play it through... So Fibbage, is that only on a console then? But how does it work with the cell phones?
I have no idea.
I've seen it live on PlayStation before, and I guess there's you just download the app and
there's a
you
client.
Put in your PSN name or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm not sure. Well, it would make sense for that actually because everybody would need your credentials then. I bet what it does is when you start the game, it gives you a code, and everybody has to put the code in or something.
Scotty, hit us up and let us know how it all works.
Because I'm trying to do that. That sounds fun.
That sounds next party we all throw for ourselves. Let's do it.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome. All right, moving on to Twitter. Arctic Warlocks meeting up with at M. Lighty, Matt Lighty for PlayStation E3 experience in Columbus, Ohio.
Awesome.
That's so awesome. I'm jealous. How many betas do you think will be announced? Over, under 4? Yeah, how many betas do you think we'll see?
I think under 4.
I definitely think under 4. I don't think they're going to hit us that much. I don't know, man. Something tells me it's going to be massively disappointing.
Oh man, don't say that.
Well, I always like to set the level way low so that I'm pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
But I'm definitely going to say under 4. I think we might get 2 out of this.
Man, I gotta say it's gotta be. I'm gonna go over 4 only because
nice. Ever the optimist.
Only because it's the last 2 years have been, and hopefully this year, please Jesus, it's gotta be about the games. I don't want to hear nothing about Morpheus.
Yep.
I want to hear nothing about Oculus Rift. I want to hear about the games. And so, if you have a full press conference only about games, then you gotta have more than 4.
Okay.
Going over 4.
We're totally going to hear something about Morpheus and Oculus, I'm sure.
Lord have mercy. I can't stand that stuff. I played Morpheus last year. I don't understand the point.
Okay. I know. I'm
Gabe,
with you.
You want to go into your virtual world and play your game.
You want to play your games in the virtual world.
You want to put on your headset and then put the disc in.
I sure don't. Yeah, exactly. So I can freaking bust my head on my television while I'm trying to feel around for where stuff.
See, you buy the digital version of the game, but if you still want the physical experience, you put the headset on.
Yeah.
Now, pretend you're putting this disc in your game. Yeah.
That's right. Patrick Novacell at Nova Beyond. So the Vita is no longer supported, but I still love the system. What do you guys still love that you wish was still supported?
Oh, great question.
I'm actually kind of curious. Do you think they're even going to say anything about Vita at the press conference?
I don't think you ever point to a negative, ever.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not doing this anymore. Nobody does that.
So we're not doing this anymore.
Exactly.
And here's the PS4.
I think I was really sad because of the install base when Nintendo stopped the servers on the Wii.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't moved fully from Dr. Mario and Mario Kart quite yet when they shut the servers down. And so, and you can't play those online anymore.
Yeah. It does suck when they do that.
I'm going with that one too, because that's probably the more modern thing that I would actually know.
Yeah. How about you, Hall?
Yeah, I mean, I hate it when that stuff isn't maintained as well as it should be. Because I went back and played Modern Warfare, the first one, just to go back and kind of play the multiplayer a little bit. I did this, I think, maybe a year ago or so, just to kind of relive those maps. Because one of the things that the Call of Duty series doesn't do that I hate is they don't bring maps forward.
They really
Like, some of those maps are so good.
So good.
Yeah, just release a classic pack like every time you release a game.
That's a great idea, man.
Summit.
But anyway, you go back to those old games and they're so unsupported at this point. There's like hackers flying around and changing colors and
it's crazy.
All kinds of crazy stuff.
That is awesome.
You're definitely like, what has happened here? Like it definitely feels like you left, a bunch of crackheads moved in, and then you moved back in. And you're like, what has happened here?
What did you do?
Yeah. It's like
awesome.
Oz. You know what I mean? It really is like Oz. Like, people are literally flying around, walking in the sky, like shooting you so fast, like right when the round starts. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah, you can't make this stuff up.
How is that any fun then? Screw that. I would be
It's
like,
not
all right,
fun.
I'm out.
It's not at all.
You go back in and you play for about 30 seconds and you're like, what happened? I'm done.
I'm done.
It's like if you weren't to revisit your old high school and right when you walked in, people started smacking you in the face.
Remember that time that you dissed me in school?
Yeah. No, it's just like you walked in like, oh man, you remember this? Ow, dang. Remember these? Ow, dang, man. I'm just trying to, ow, dang.
I'll see you in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels. You're like trying to go back to a place that you have fond memories of, and all you're doing is getting smacked in the face.
That sucks.
Good question.
All right. There it is. Great question, Patrick. Thanks for that. Jamin Bissett, at Jamin Bissett, what is one game that, if announced, would make this your favorite E3 ever?
Ooh.
They've already announced some big ones for me.
Fallout
sucks.
Yeah, so you have nothing to look forward to now, Hall.
They've got to have something up their sleeve.
The Last of Us 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Man. It's hard to say because I think that what I want is what I don't know exists yet.
Yes. Yeah, I think, and honestly, let's call it this then. Because he's asking, what is one game that, if announced, would make your favorite E3? The game that surprises all of us that we never saw coming. How about that?
Yeah.
I think that would make it. But man, how can you? It's kind of funny. Like,
it has to.
I think the sad thing though is that the trailer is just going to be like some voiceover, and then it's going to be the logo, and that's
exactly.
If anything.
Oh, we are out of time. And it'd be like, oh, what was that? It'll just be a black screen. Like, that guy's voice sounded dope, but I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah,
but I'm excited.
Yay, best
I could totally
best
see
E3 ever.
I could totally see a like Last of Us 2 reveal.
That
where
could
it's
be
just
cool.
Joel talking, and then it just shows the logo.
Yep.
Yeah.
If that happens, man.
This is the part that's always fun about the press conferences. When the screen's black and the Naughty Dog logo just fades up.
Oh.
Like, right when that happens, everybody goes crazy.
Everybody will lose their minds.
But the problem is that they're going to figure it's Uncharted.
Yeah.
So you might not have that roar of the crowd like you did last year.
Dude, can you imagine, though, if the Naughty Dog logo comes up and then, boom, it's Joel or Ellie or something? That place will go.
I'll throw my shoe on stage.
I'll throw my jeans on stage, man. I don't care. It'll be amazing. I would say it's interesting, though, when you think of favorite E3 moments, like, for me, so far, like, one of the E3 moments wasn't even about a game announcement. It was about the consoles. Like, back when the console wars was happening, I remember literally standing up and going, yes, when they announced that on the PlayStation 4 you can share old games. Remember that? Like,
yeah, buddy.
The whole place went nuts.
Yeah,
and that wasn't
bizarre.
about a game. That was about an actual, that's a user console experience. So it's going to be hard to top some of that stuff.
That was one of the ones, like, I got to be there for that announcement and when they first showed The Last of Us. And
that's right.
And the energy that's in the room is insane. Like, it doesn't capture it on the stream. Like, when I've gone back and watched the stream, because I've definitely gone back and watched that first time that they showed The Last of Us.
Oh, I did too.
And that guy's like, wait. And he shoots him in the face with the shotgun. And it just goes black. And the silence that's there and then the eruption that happens. Oh, my gosh. It was so incredible. Like, everybody was just smiling. Like, everybody was so happy.
So cool.
I couldn't even clap. I was so happy. I was just like laughing. Looking strangers in the eye. Right, guys? Oh, man.
So awesome.
We're all in this together. Yeah.
That's right. Oh, that's great.
It was great. Good question. I
Yeah.
feel like every single one's gone down a buddy rabbit trail.
We're segueing so weird right now. It's awesome. Cool. Hey, Hey, I'm Haley16.
Hey, yo.
What system are you guys going to play Fallout 4 on now that it's been announced? Definitely PlayStation 4.
I need the D-pad.
Yeah, no question.
If it comes to PC, man, I'm telling you what, these PC games are really affordable.
I bet, yeah.
It's been really hard to not play stuff on the PC. So, I got Witcher cheap. I pre-ordered Batman for cheap, so it'll probably be PC.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely PS4, I think, for that one. Yeah, there you have it. Thanks, everybody, for all your questions, man. We got some good ones in this week.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I'm tearing up. I don't know what we were laughing at, but I feel like I have some tears going on.
We got some good stuff. Right, guys? right?
We're all in this together.
And segue.
Thank you guys so much for the questions. And our question for the week for you guys has nothing to do with gaming. And I think I kind of like that because E3 is coming next week and we'll have so much stuff to talk about next time on the podcast. We'll be one day into E3. The press conferences will be over. And so the question of the week is, if you had to do a karaoke song, what would that song be? Router.
We begin to rock, steady.
Would you actually do that? Do.
I would totally do it. I would do the little shuck and jive thing that they do too with it. It would be amazing.
Awesome.
Can you see that? That'd be awesome.
They'll just let you do it a cappella.
I really have no idea what song. I just have to see like the catalog and be like, oh, I would love to do this one.
What about
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I done said. I would do something that they'd be like, wow, he knows that song? Like The End of the World by REM.
There you go.
Nobody knows that song.
I want you to do What's Going On? And I say, hey, yeah.
4 Non-Blondes?
Yeah. Could you imagine all doing that song?
That would be
oh my God.
It would be like this. I say, what's going on?
He'd be like, And I said, what's going on?
Gabe, I would love to see you do something completely random that somebody would be like, how does he know that song?
I know. Mama,
you should do like
don't
a
let
Dolly
your
Parton
babies
song.
grow up to be cowboys.
There you go. Yeah, something like that.
Country.
I gotta stay away from country because I think I'm Darius Rucker anyway. I think I would want to do like either Mike Jackson,
of course,
just because it's a crowd pleaser and everybody knows it. And you don't see when you do Michael Jackson or a popular enough song, you don't actually have to sing it because everyone's singing it.
Everybody will sing it with you. Yeah, that's a good.
You just moonwalk the whole time.
Yeah, it just scat. I'm like, keep it too much, keep it.
I chant my own.
Yeah, Shimon Hall.
Shimon. Is that Raven Shimon? But
oh my God,
I'll be here all week.
Exactly. Anyway, what karaoke song would you do? And this is like you have to do it. This is not like I wouldn't do a karaoke song. There's a gun to your head. You have to do karaoke. What song are you singing? Please, somebody say remix to Ignition. Because I want to think about people singing that song because I love that song.
I would do that. I'll do that.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Gosh, I love that song.
Bounce, 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 bounce. So awesome.
All right. Use hashtag answer MTTG. Also be on the forum. And I'm sorry if this week sounds weird because I'm editing the show because Paul's going on vacation.
That's right.
So I'm trying to edit it and get it up and out tomorrow before I leave town.
I'm going to send you an email that says, here's my file, sucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Peace, I'm about this thing. That's awesome.
Thank you guys for being here. 143 in the books, I believe. And we'll see you guys. It'll be freaking E3 the next time we talk. This is so exciting. It'll be E3.
I know, man.
I love it.
We will know.
I love every part of it.
We will know.
All will be revealed.
All will be revealed.
Yes. Let's go to the Rapture. That's what I'm hoping to see. I can't wait to see more of that game. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. I'm Gabe Patillo, and we are married to the games, and we are up out this thing.